Ever wondered how the Roman Empire, one of the greatest and most influential empires in world history, came into existence? Let's travel back in time to around 27 BC. It was then that a man named Octavian, successor to Julius Caesar, seized control. With a clever blend of political maneuvering and military might, he soon declared himself the first emperor of Rome, adopting the name Augustus in the process. This pivotal moment marked the dawn of the Roman imperial age, an era that would extend over 5 centuries. It was a time of monumental change and expansion, as Rome, once a republic, began to shape itself into a vast empire. This was no small feat, as Rome's influence started to stretch across 3 continents, shaping the politics, culture, and economy of the Western world. Thus began the age of the Roman Empire, a transformative period that saw Rome morph from a republic into a vast empire. Under the Roman Empire, Rome didn't just transform politically, it expanded territorially too. The empire, in its quest for dominance, conquered and assimilated territories across the Mediterranean, from Western Europe to North Africa and Asia Minor. This expansion wasn't a random spree, but a carefully orchestrated endeavor that saw Rome grow into a vast empire. One of the most notable periods of the Roman Empire was under the reign of Trajan. From 98 to 117 AD, Trajan led the empire to its greatest territorial extent, encompassing nearly the entire Mediterranean basin, parts of Western and Eastern Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. But it wasn't all about territorial expansion. This era also marked a period of significant economic and cultural prosperity. Roman cities were adorned with monuments, temples, theaters, and baths. Literature, philosophy, and arts flourished, making the Roman Empire a hub of cultural vibrancy. The Roman Empire, at its peak, was a beacon of economic prosperity and cultural richness, with its influence felt far and wide. But even the mightiest of empires have their challenges. The Roman Empire, despite its grandeur and influence, was no exception. It was plagued by internal and external problems that severely tested its strength and resilience. Internally, Rome was rocked by a series of civil wars and power struggles. The political landscape was a turbulent one, with ambitious leaders vying for control, and the seat of the emperor becoming a revolving door. The constant instability led to a decline in the effectiveness of governance, and the empire's vast territories became increasingly difficult to manage. Externally, the empire faced the relentless pressure of barbarian invasions. These incursions came from various tribal groups outside the empire's borders, and Rome found itself constantly on the defensive. Despite its formidable military, the empire struggled to fend off these invaders and to maintain its territorial integrity. In the midst of these challenges, a significant turning point arrived in the year 313 AD. Emperor Constantine issued the Edict of Milan, a decree that granted freedom of religion to all inhabitants of the empire. This ended the persecutions against Christians and marked a pivotal moment in the history of the Roman Empire and the Christian religion. Despite attempts at reform and stabilization, the Roman Empire could not halt its decline. The empire that once dominated the world was gradually losing its grip, a stark reminder of the transient nature of power and glory. The fall of the Roman Empire was as monumental as its rise. The year was 476 AD, a year that would echo through the annals of history as the end of an era. Romulus Augustus, the last Western Roman emperor, was dethroned by Odoacer, a chieftain of the barbarian tribes. This marked the fall of the Western Roman Empire, a moment that signaled the beginning of the Middle Ages. Yet, the Roman Empire did not disappear entirely. Its eastern counterpart, known as the Byzantine Empire, continued to flourish for another 1,000 years. This remarkable civilization, with its capital in Constantinople, was a beacon of cultural and intellectual life. It carried forward the Roman legacy, preserving its laws, traditions, and the Latin language. Even after the fall of Constantinople in 1453, the Roman legacy lived on. The echoes of Rome can be heard in our legal systems, seen in our architecture, and felt in our cultural institutions. The Latin language, once the lingua franca of the Roman Empire, is the mother tongue of the Romance languages, and has influenced the vocabulary of science, law, and religion. The Roman Empire's legacy is profound, its influence still visible in Western politics, art, and culture today. The mighty Rome might have fallen, but it never truly vanished.